The scene begins in the Demon Lord's castle, where MC and his friends have fought hard and finally cornered the Demon Lord. MC, one of the weakest class types, a black mage, thinks of Colette, hoping that this fight will allow him to be with her at last. Ares, one of MC's comrades, asks him to stop the Demon Lord from moving, so MC casts a spell called Bloody Bind to restrain him. However, to MC's shock, he gets stabbed in return. Ares sneers, claiming that MC, a lowly black mage, shouldn't even dream of sharing any glory with them, calling him a fool and insulting him. MC is stunned, especially as Johan, another mage in their group, mocks the idea that someone as lowly as a black mage could ever be worthy of working alongside high-level classes, even if God decreed it. MC, feeling cornered, is confused and asks them what they mean, reminding them that he's used his powers to help them all along. But Urza, a magic swordsman, taunts him further, calling him presumptuous for thinking he could be more than just a weakling, as she steps on him. MC, deeply hurt, recalls how he has worked hard for the last 5 years and thought he was just one step away from his goal. When they all turned 15, everyone was granted a unique class by God. MC received the Black Mage class, a dark magic type that was despised for being closer to demons than humans. It was the weakest of all dark classes and widely called a failure. Urza coldly remarks that someone from the lowest class should never expect to be treated like a real person. She implies that with him gone, she would get a larger share of the rewards, and demands he die. Ares then reveals a painful truth to MC: Colette now belongs to him. To prove it, Ares stabs MC in the chest with his sword. MC screams in agony, and the scene shifts to a memory from the past. In this memory, people gossip that the engagement between a black mage and a saint like Colette is unsuitable, and that it will soon be broken off. Colette argues with her father, saying this is unfair to MC. Her father eventually agrees to let her say goodbye. Tearfully, Colette hands MC her bracelet, telling him to keep it safe. She promises they'll meet again one day. Back in the present, Ares laughs maliciously, telling MC that Colette actually wanted him dead and that his father also played a part in this betrayal. MC's father, a renowned knight in the Holy Kingdom and the head of the prestigious Austen family, had always looked down on him for being a black mage. His father had once told him he could only return to the family if he defeated the Demon Lord. Shocked, MC realizes that he had been manipulated into fighting this battle to restore his family's honor and to reunite with Colette. Ares smirks and explains that if MC died fighting the Demon Lord, it would be more convenient for everyone. His father had only promised to accept him back on the condition he defeated the Demon Lord, and Colette had been confined to the royal palace, used to strengthen the barriers protecting the holy city. MC's motivation for all his hard work was to regain his father's approval and to live peacefully with Colette. He trained tirelessly and reached level 999 in his class, proving his strength even if he was from a weak class. Yet, despite all this, his own family betrayed him. As Ares mocks him for being a tool all along, he reminds MC that he'll be taking care of Colette now, and tells him to get lost. MC clenches his fists, filled with regret. If he had known things would turn out this way, he would have taken Colette and escaped rather than striving to meet everyone's expectations. He wouldn't have cared about society's judgment or the expectations placed on him. He would have simply pursued his own happiness with her. Just then, the bracelet Colette gave him begins to glow, and he hears her voice pleading with him not to die. MC, with a heavy heart, whispers an apology, wishing he could see Colette one last time. Suddenly, MC's surroundings shift, and he wakes up to the sound of a voice asking how long he's planning to sleep. Startled, he sits up, sweating, and sees Colette in front of him. Confused, he wonders how she could be there, as she was supposed to be locked away. As Colette asks him what's wrong, noticing he's covered in sweat, MC checks himself and finds no wounds on his body. In shock, he asks himself what's happening. Colette, smiling, simply greets him with a cheerful, "Good morning." Troubled MC thinks that something is off as Colette is supposed to be in her 20s now, yet she looks like she's still quite young. Colette, quite embarrassed, comments if MC is half asleep as today is their precious day, for which MC laughs on apologizing to Colette, saying that he must be still half asleep, but MC gets shocked to see in the mirror that he also looks young. Colette asks him to wake up completely as today is the class revelation ceremony, as she's really looking forward to it. MC questions if revelation ceremony is being held today, as he asks Colette that what year is it now as he gets close to Colette. He jolts Colette asking if he is not a black mage yet, questioning if this is a dream. Embarrassed, Colette shouts at MC, saying that he is too close. As MC snaps out, realizing that this feeling is not a dream, and he doubts if he is back in time. MC realizes a mark on his hand, that he still has heraldry. Noticing this, Colette questions how does he have a class. MC is taken back, thinking that there is no way, and if he truly was back in past, his heraldry shouldn't be here yet before the revelation ceremony, and he already has a class. MC opens the status. He realizes that there is no difference from his status from before he died, and he realizes that he is entering the second time. As the confusing things have been happening one after another, but there is one thing that's clear, that right now he's back in time. He questions if it is some kind of magic, but this is beyond any sort of existing magic, and this would be impossible for anyone in that place, even for the demon lord. As he remembers Colette's voice, before losing consciousness, Colette calls for MC, asking if he's okay, and questions about the heraldry. Meanwhile, the broken bracelet falls off from the bed. Colette claims that she thought she had lost this bracelet, but here it is. MC remembers Colette giving him the bracelet in the past, as he realizes that this bracelet is of Colette and all of that happened because of her saint powers. He moves on to hug Colette, saying that it was her, and if they have the knowledge of the first time, they can change the future. Embarrassed, Colette asks if MC is a black mage. MC recollects the future Colette's imprisonment, the future him getting killed, as he is determined that he will change it to promise Colette that he will never let her go. Embarrassed by hearing this, Colette, questioning MC what he is saying, for which MC moves back saying that he's sorry, that he suddenly acted up. Colette mentions that it's not like she hated it, but it's so sudden that it surprised her, as she's his fiancé, so even if he wants to do that thing, she can do it. Embarrassed by saying this, Colette mentioned there is nothing, for which MC asks about the engagement, as he mentions that when his father finds out that he's a black mage, some people would say that they are closer to demons and that's why engagement will be ended. Colette says that he knows she believes there is no big difference between a black mage and the other classes, and MC is still him after all. Impressed by this, MC realized that after everything, Colette is still Colette and she hasn't changed a bit. She never once changed her attitude after she discovered that he was a black mage. Even if everyone hates him, she reached out her hand for him until the end, as MC trusted no human, but with Colette is different. MC asks Colette not to get surprised and to listen to him as he reveals that he has returned from 5 years in the future, and the future him and the current MC in front of her is a level 999 black mage. Colette gets shocked to hear this as she asks how he's from the future and is level 999, for which MC assures that he will show her the evidence. He casts a strong spell to summon an archdemon from the bottom of the demon realm. A furious demon appears from the ground. Colette is quite taken aback, questioning if it's really a devil, for which MC informs her, saying that he summoned it from hell. Level 999 black mages can make contracts with high-tier demons such as Archdemon. The fact that the contract made in the first time is still valid is evidence that he can use all the dark magic he has already learned effortlessly, and most importantly, it is proved that the first time was real. MC thinks that they wanted to see each other alive as Colette and he made their dream come true, and if that's the case, he needs to hurry up but he simply doesn't have time because today is the class revelation ceremony. As the demon lord will be born today, as the furious beast bows down to MC, Colette falls from this pressure. The archdemon calls out for MC, asking to give him orders, for which MC smiles. MC smiles and apologizes to Colette for scaring her, but he asks whether this is enough proof that he is a level 999 black mage. Colette agrees, saying that she never doubted him in the first place, and he wouldn't lie like that. Embarrassing MC, Colette says that it's amazing, as she heard that 10 holy knights can't defeat an archdemon, and for which MC adds that the black mage can't learn skills, instead, one can master all types of magic, and they can also use a lot of powerful spells. MC asks Colette to listen to him carefully as he reveals that today she will receive the Saint class, and the Brave class will be given to Aries. Colette asks if another Brave is going to be born from the Austin family, for which MC says that this is bad if Aries becomes the Brave. From behind, Aries comes in sneakily, asking if he called for him. MC gets flinched as Colette asks Aries what happened. Colette, noticing that the archdemon is gone, she asks MC if it left. Aries comes in asking what about Archdemon, and letting that stuff aside, they were talking about him, weren't they? A brave candidate talking about others behind their backs. Colette says that he wasn't talking behind his back, for which Aries comes in close to Colette, whispering that instead of a man like this, why doesn't she do it with him? MC takes Colette back and shoves Aries to back off as he orders him to leave right now. Aries unsheathes his sword, asking if he doesn't want to. Aries taunts MC that his fingers are shaking and calls him pathetic. MC is about to summon the demon as the situation worsens, but meanwhile, a knight comes in calling for Aries, saying that the Duke is calling him, for which Aries sheaths his sword. MC asks if they should also go out as well. They leave on laughing. On seeing MC and Colette laughing, Aries gets angry. On the way of the city, MC comments the city and the people make him feel a little melancholic, for which Colette says that it has been a while for him. MC asks if it's still that way. One of the shopkeepers comes in, thanking MC for getting rid of Gorotuski the other day. No one knows that he's a black mage after all. Colette says that MC is adored by everyone because he is always working hard, but seeing MC frowned face, she is quite troubled. Later, MC informs that Aries will be given brave at the ceremony, but soon he will make a mistake. As a brave, because of Aries, the demon lord Griselda will be born, and in just 3 days, the Holy Kingdom will perish. MC says that to be exact, the country will remain, but half of the people will die. To protect the barely remaining holy city, a great barrier will be created. For the sake of its protection, she will be imprisoned in the royal palace. Furthermore, he is meant to receive the Black Mage class and get exiled from the Austen family, and he and Colette end up getting separated. Hearing this, Colette gets shocked, questioning what's with that. She doesn't want that, and she wants to be with him always. MC smiles, asking if she will come with him as he asks her to stay together. Embarrassed by this, Colette asks if it's a proposal. She hugs MC, saying that she's so happy and let's be together forever. Hugging Colette, MC thinks that in the first life, he was stupid, and if he just did this from the start, it would have been better if he hugged Colette much earlier. MC makes Colette board on the horse, asking her to hide in the Lakes village for a while. She will escape from the calamity of war there that way, and she should reach there in just about 3 days. Colette asks MC if he isn't coming, for which MC says that he will stop and prevent the birth of the demon lord. Colette compliments him, saying that he will give his best to protect everyone. She bids farewell, saying that she will be waiting for him and asks him to hurry up and pick her up. MC smiles, promising that he will sort everything out and come to pick her up. But Colette is mistaken. It's not something beautiful like for everyone's sake, everything is for his sake. He will rescue Griselda from Aries before she becomes the demon lord and build a friendly relationship with the demons. The demons' cooperation will be essential to counter the future coming pursuers. He learned the truth in the battle against the demon lord. In the past, the demon king shouted that she finally met his enemy, Brave, and he was the one she will never forgive. Aries recognized her, that she's from the back. No one would have known that the harbinger of peace, the Brave, was actually the cause of human destruction. If he saves Griselda from Aries, it may prevent the birth of the demon lord. MC activates his mark, as he decides to start the rebellion against this fate. The scene shifts to a deep alley. Aries, with the whips, asks a person if she has changed her mind. He says this is the last time, calling her Griselda, who is covered in injuries, spitting out blood. Aries asks her to kill MC, for which Griselda is disgusted that he wants her to kill his twin brother, and it's filthy, and she doesn't obey orders from a filthy person like him. Aries whips her down, saying that it seems she doesn't know what happens when one doesn't follow orders. The handcuffs for magic containment having chained on her, for which she warns that if it wasn't for this, he would have been ripped to pieces. Aries asks what she is going to do, as she is his slave, and asks her to know her place. He orders her to go and kill MC right now, as there's a prophecy that today the Brave will be born, and it probably will be that person. With that, it